Hello, my name's Justin Miller. I've been involved with direct sales since 2001, and over the course of the years that I've been selling direct TV, I've trained hundreds of sales reps, I've activated thousands of accounts, and I know what it takes to be successful. And in this training video, we're going to go over the details that you guys need to know in order to get out there and to get those accounts activated and make the money that you guys want to make in our sales program. And so I just invite you guys to print out the training guide, review the website and the resources that we have available to you, and really take notes and follow this video and the details that we go over. Because if you guys do it and you understand what we're talking about, you guys will also be successful out there in selling direct TV. So I look forward to meeting you guys in person and a successful time working with American Satellite. This training here that we're going to start with is just the basic nuts and bolts that you guys need to know. The rules, basically, for DirecTV. After looking through the training guide, you probably noticed there's tons of different packages, tons of different pricings, movies, sports, receivers. The options for DirecTV are almost endless. Yet at the same time, when these customers will be choosing all these different options, there's a very few basic rules that all customers have to follow in order to get DirecTV service. And I call these basic rules the gateway because every customer must pass through these gates in order to become a customer. So while they may choose a different receiver or a different package, we really don't care on those details so much. That's more for the customer. But we need to make sure that the customer understands and meets these basic requirements so they can become a customer of DirecTV and we could go ahead and get paid our commission. Okay? So starting from the basics, the very first thing that DirecTV is willing to do is that DirecTV is willing to give any customer a free satellite TV system. So all the equipment that they need in order to come on and receive programming through DirecTV is provided to them at no cost out of pocket. So that's the very first thing. And they will provide them for up to 4 receivers on this free equipment promotion. So 1, 2, 3, or 4 TVs is provided to them at no charge. The second thing that DirecTV is willing to do is they're willing to give them a free professional installation. In the years past, the customer would either have to pay for installation or even install the system themselves. No longer is this the case. DirecTV will send a professional installer out to their home, and they will install each of those 4 receivers that customer will receive from DirecTV at no charge. So not only are they now getting the free equipment, they're also getting a free installation, and that's all comped by DirecTV. The third thing that DirecTV is willing to do is they're willing to give them 100% digital service. And so a lot of you guys may or may not know what digital is. Digital is DVD quality, both in picture and sound. The only way that a customer can get a true digital picture on a paid TV service is through satellite TV. If a customer signs up with cable, whether it's through Comcast or Time Warner or Mediacom or Cox or any of the other cable companies throughout the United States, their package will not be 100% digital. It's a mixture of both analog, digital, and some high-definition channels, and altogether, they call that digital cable. The only way that a customer can get a true 100% digital picture on every channel is through a satellite TV provider. And so DirecTV, every single channel they get on their programming, whether it's a local channel, a sports channel, regardless, is 100% digital or DVD quality both in picture and sound. The last thing that DirecTV is willing to do is they're going to give them all this for a low monthly rate. And the reason why we kind of sum it up that way is you could clearly see the best quality service that they could get anywhere is through DirecTV, and they could also get the best price anywhere through DirecTV. So we really don't care what this cable customer has. They could have a basic package, a large package, a sports package, a movie package. Regardless of what they have, when they sign up for DirecTV, they're not only going to get a better quality picture, but they're also going to get that programming for a lower monthly rate than they could get a comparable package to their cable provider. So it's really a turnkey offer for this customer. Free equipment, free installation, a better quality package, and a better quality picture for less money than they're currently paying with their current provider. So this deal is amazing, and you guys can see it's pretty much a no-brainer. There's no such thing as a free lunch, and you guys have probably heard that before. Someone makes the investment, someone has to pay for it. And in this case, it's DirecTV. DirecTV is willing to make an investment in order to get a quality customer. But because they're making an investment that is well over $1,000 in a lot of cases, the customer has to meet some basic terms and some basic obligations if DirecTV is going to make that investment. They want their customer, obviously, to stay a customer and keep this service for years to come. The very first thing that DirecTV is going to ask of the customer in exchange for all these free goodies is that they promise to stay a customer with DirecTV for at least 24 months. Okay, so there is a 24-month contract, very similar to a cell phone now, if you go out and get a cell phone. So while there is a 24-month contract, and we need to keep that in mind, we never use the word contract on the doors. Customers don't like the word contract. No one wants to be tied into a contract. And so the word that we use is try. So a very simple thing that I say is, Mrs. Jones, since we're giving you your equipment for free, since we're providing you with the free installation, giving you this great rate, the only thing we're going to ask of you is that you just try our service for 24 months. If you're willing to try our service for 24 months, we're willing to waive all the out-of-pocket costs you normally would have to pay to get DirecTV. So just keep that in mind. They are going to have to try that service for at least 24 months. The second thing that the customer is going to have to do is they are going to have to provide a valid Social Security number. The Social Security number is used for two things. The first thing it's used for is they have to pass a minor credit check. Okay, that credit check is roughly about 600 on a FICO score, so it's a pretty minimal minor credit check. In fact, if someone turns 18 years old and just gets a basic little credit card, within 6 months they're going to qualify for DirecTV. So it's a really minor credit check, but at the same time, they're going to have to provide that information. The second thing a social is used for is DirecTV does confirm identity. My name is Justin Miller. It's a very common name. But I know that no one's going to go out and sign up for DirecTV using my name and my credit and not pay the bill, and I'm going to get stuck with it. Because DirecTV does confirm all accounts with a valid Social Security number. If the name and the social does not match, they cannot confirm identity and they will not open up a new account. So the second thing the customer has to provide is a valid Social Security number for both credit and identity verification. The next thing that a customer is going to have to provide is a valid major credit or debit card. Nothing is physically charged to this credit card. It's just used to secure the free equipment. DirecTV provides this system to the customer at no charge, but the customer does promise to make it available for DirecTV to collect in the future. If the customer does not allow DirecTV to pick up that equipment or fails to return it in the future, they're going to pay for it. And that credit card just guarantees that security that DirecTV needs. The credit card needs to be valid. It needs to be a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover. So any one of the 4 major credit card companies are just fine. Debit cards are also fine as long as it has that Visa, MasterCard logo on it. An ATM card that doesn't have that Visa, MasterCard logo on it will not work. So the card has to be able to go to Walmart and run it through and use it as a check. So check cards work, credit cards work, ATM cards do not. The last thing that DirecTV does check, or one of the 2 things they check for, is number